Welcome to Soul Connections. Thank you for being here today and for choosing to spend this time listening. At Soul Connections, I share real experiences that people have trusted me with. Stories that often sit at the very edge of understanding and yet have the power to change a life. Many of you come here seeking reassurance, especially if you're carrying fear, regret, or the feeling that you may have gone too far to ever come back. The story you're about to hear was sent to me by a man who had a near-death experience during a drug-related medical emergency. Before this moment, his life was marked by addiction, theft, and deep disconnection. What he experienced during just a few minutes outside his body completely changed the direction of his life. I'll be reading his account in his own words, as faithfully as possible. You don't need to share his beliefs. You don't need to interpret this in any particular way. Just listen. This is Jason's story. Before this happened, my life was a mess. I don't say that to shock anyone, and I don't say it to excuse myself. I say it because it's the truth, and because who I was before this matters to understanding what this experience did to me. I was addicted to drugs for years. Not casually, but completely. Drugs shaped my days, my choices, and my sense of right and wrong. I stole from people who loved me. I lied easily. I lived in a constant state of desperation. Not just for the next hit, but for something to quiet the noise inside my head. I wasn't religious. If anything, I avoided anything to do with God or faith. It felt like something meant for better people. People who hadn't crossed the lines I'd already crossed. On the day it happened, I wasn't trying to die. I was just trying to escape myself. I don't remember collapsing. I don't remember hitting the floor. What I can remember is a sudden crushing pressure, like my body simply gave up. Then, just as suddenly, everything stopped. Not slowly, just stopped. And I became aware that I was no longer in my body. There was no panic, no confusion. It felt like stepping out of a cramped, dirty room into open air. The pain was gone instantly. The craving, gone. The agitation, completely gone. I felt clear, awake, more myself than I've ever felt whilst alive. And then I saw him. He stood a short distance away, and I knew who he was before my mind could even form the thought. It was Jesus Christ. He appeared exactly as I had imagined. A white robe, simple sandals, and such a calm presence. There was nothing dramatic or theatrical about him. No thunder, no spectacle. It was just peace. He looked at me in a way that made me feel completely known. I didn't feel judged or measured, just known. I expected shame to hit me all at once. I expected to feel exposed or condemned. Instead, what I felt was relief. The kind you feel when you realise you don't have to pretend anymore. He spoke to me gently and said my name. Hearing my name spoken that way broke something inside me. I felt seen, not as the addict, not as the thief, not as the failure, but as who I was beneath all of that. He didn't ask why I'd done these things. He didn't lecture me. He didn't accuse me. Instead, the space around us began to change. It didn't shift suddenly. It's like it unfolded. The light softened, and the ground beneath us felt solid for the first time since I'd left my body. I became aware that we were standing somewhere high, elevated, with open space stretching endlessly in every direction. We were on the top of a mountain. Not a sharp, dangerous peak, but a wide, gentle summit, bathed in warm light. The air felt pure and still, as though nothing harmful had ever existed there. Below us, the land rolled out into vast layers. Valleys, paths, distances that felt symbolic rather than physical. Jesus stood beside me, not above me, not in front of me, but beside me. His robe moved slightly in a breeze that I could feel but not hear. His sandals rested on the stone beneath us, grounding him there. From that height, everything felt clearer. The problems that had ruled my life, addiction, desperation, shame, didn't disappear, but they finally made sense. I could see them as part of a larger picture, not the whole of who I was. Jesus looked out over the landscape with me and said gently, "From here, you can see." And then he asked me a question. Do you want to see where your life is going? The moment I said yes, though I don't remember speaking out aloud, the landscape below us began to change. I was shown scenes from my own life, not memories, but futures. I saw myself continuing the way I had been living. The stealing escalated. The lies multiplied. Relationships fell apart. People turned away, not in anger, but in exhaustion. I saw where that path led. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't fiery. It was just empty. Then the scene shifted. Jesus showed me another path. In this one, recovery was hard. I struggled. I fell. I doubted myself, but I kept choosing differently. I saw myself returning things I had stolen, apologising, sitting in rooms with people who understood addiction because they had lived it too. I saw myself helping others, not as someone perfect, but as someone honest. I felt the difference between the two paths. One felt heavy, narrowing, and suffocating. The other felt difficult, but alive. Jesus didn't tell me which path to take. He didn't command me. He simply said, "You are not beyond redemption, but you do have a choice." Then he showed me something else. He showed me moments where my choices would affect people I hadn't even met yet. A conversation that would stop someone else from using. A moment of honesty that would ripple outward. I felt so overwhelmed. Not with guilt, but with hope. I asked him why he was showing me this. And he answered simply, "Because you are loved." That was it. No conditions, no fine print, just loved. Then he told me something I didn't expect. "It is not your time," he said. "But if you return, your life must change." I didn't feel threatened by that. I trusted it. Time moved strangely there. It felt like I was on that mountain for days, maybe like 3 days, if I had to describe it. Long enough to rest, long enough to understand, long enough to believe change was possible. And then suddenly I was back. The return was brutal. I slammed back into my body, like being forced into a broken machine. Pain exploded through me. My chest burned. My head throbbed. My limbs felt impossibly heavy. I gasped for air. Later, I was told I'd be gone for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. What felt like days. Recovery wasn't instant, but something inside me had shifted permanently. I stopped using. I stopped stealing. Not because I was scared of punishment, but because I had seen who I could become. Years have passed since that day. I don't claim to understand everything, but I know this. I met Jesus. I spoke with him. And I came back knowing that no one is too far gone. If you are listening to this and you think you've ruined your life, you haven't. I am living proof that even 5 minutes can change everything. Thank you for listening to the story today with such openness. Whether you understand this experience as spiritual, symbolic, or something beyond explanation, I hope it has brought you reassurance and a reminder that change is always possible. At Soul Connections, you're always welcome. I'll continue to share stories that have been trusted to me, told with care, respect, and honesty. Until next time, take care of yourself.